all right. You are live. Let's see. Share the screen. Okay. I think we are sharing the right screen. And today we're going to talk about Tiffany. Tiffany, the jewelry company. So let's make sure we're talking about the right one. Tiffany and Co. Okay. Tiffany and Co. Okay. Search for some images. And everything's good on the stream. Perfect. Let's see. You're looking at some beautiful jewelry over here. I don't really understand jewelry, but okay, let's see. I'm guessing the story is nice because LVMH bought them a couple of years back. Okay. Tiffany, prestigious American luxury. American. Oh, so it's American. Most of the time, LVMH is always after the European luxury brands, but Tiffany's American luxury jewelry and specialty design house renowned for its exquisite craftsmanship and iconic products. Founded 1837, definitely LGMH is looking after luxury brands that they're just like 100 years old, so that they just have rich history, and that rich history, that brand name compounds, and it just holds more value in the market. So 1837 by Charles Louis Tiffany, headquarters Fifth Avenue, Manhattan, New York City. Okay, very interesting. Do we have the follow up feature? No, we don't. Is this? No, this is not how it works. Okay. Primarily for its sterling, silver, and diamond jewelry, offers a variety of luxury goods including watches, leather items, and home accessories. Gained fame in the early 20th century under Louis Comfort Comfort Tiffany, instrumental in the Art Nouveau is new movement, and introduced innovative techniques in jewelry design. Synonymous with luxury and romance, particularly through its engagement rings and the signature blue box packaging. I'm guessing this is what they're talking about. This is nice. Hmm. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Jewelry. Engagement rings, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and more. The brand emphasizes timeless designs and high quality materials, features iconic lines such as the Tiffany Tea collection and the Paper Flowers collection, showcasing both classic and contemporary styles. As of 2023, operates over 300 stores worldwide, expanding its reach into markets including Asia Pacific and Latin America. Featured prominently in popular culture and films like Breakfast at Tiffany's, which has solidified its status as a symbol of luxury and elegance. Offers personalized services such as in store jewelry styling, appointments, and complimentary shipping on orders, enhancing customer engagement. This was interesting. Tiffany Tea Collection and Paper Flowers. Let's first get into the story of it. What's the origin story? Why? What made the founder start Tiffany in 1837? Okay, and the founder is Charles Louis Tiffany. Okay, 1837. Here are the key details. At the age of 25, Charles Louis Tiffany moved to New York City with his childhood friend John B. Young. Let's see if we got some images over here. I'm guessing that's Charles Louis Tiffany. I've seen this in New York City. King of Diamonds. He's known as the King of Diamonds. Okay. And this is him with some original designs, seems like. Tiffany borrowed $1,000 from his father to start the business. September 18, they opened a small fancy goods store called Tiffany and Young. Tiffany and Young at 259 Broadway in New York City. I'm curious if they still have that office. Initial business focus. Originally sold stationery supplies and fancy goods including costume jewelry, offered items such as glassware, porcelain, cutlery, and clocks. Business opened during the Panic of 1837, an economic recession making conditions less than ideal. Some thought the uptown location would be bad for patronage. First few days of sales totaled only 498, but business soon improved after this rocky start. Tiffany introduced several innovative practices that set the store apart: fixed prices on items, eliminating the need for bartering. Okay. Refusing to extend credit to customers, which was uncommon at the time. So he doesn't want any complicated things. So that, hey, here's the item, we have set the price. If you want this price, take it. If you don't want it, it's okay. Evolution. 1841, the company added a new partner, J.L. Ellis, becoming Tiffany, Young, and Ellis. Hmm. They're naming it basically just like a law firm, the last names of the partners. 1844, they began importing quality Italian and English jewelry, building their reputation for offering expensive, high quality pieces. The company published its first catalog in 1845, possibly the country's first mail order catalog for fine jewelry. Charles Lewis Tiffany's vision was to create a distinctly American luxury brand focusing on quality and innovation. The company's early emphasis on stationery and fancy goods gradually shifted towards jewelry and silverware, laying the foundation for what would become one of the world's most renowned luxury jewelry brands. Interesting. Okay, this is a question I was about to ask. His early life played a significant role in his entrepreneurial spirit and business acumen. He was born in 1812 in Killingley, Connecticut, to Comfort Tiffany and Chloe Draper. Let's see if we got some interesting photos. This is a good one. And I'm not sure what is this. Was that the original Tiffany office? Maybe. Okay. Father was a pioneer in the cotton goods industry, which exposed young Charles to business and manufacturing from an early age, at the age of 15. So his dad was doing cotton goods industry. Okay. At the age of 15, Charles's father put him to work managing a general store near the family's mill. He ran the store for about 10 years, gaining valuable hands-on business experience. Okay. Getting hands-on business experience. Later, he joined his father's company, which was renamed C. Tiffany and Son after his father bought out his partners. Hmm. He ran the store for about 10 years, gaining valuable hands-on business experience. Work managing a general store near the family's mill. He joined his father's company, which was renamed C. Tiffany and Son after his father bought out his partners. Tiffany received his early education at a school in nearby Danielsonville. He later spent 2 years at the Plainline Academy in Connecticut. His education was intermittent as he balanced schooling with work. With work, he balanced schooling with work at the family store. From a young age, demonstrated a natural flair for business. Exposure to father's business and running the general store helped develop his acumen. He moved to New York City, showing willingness to take risk and seek new opportunities. With $1,000 loan from his father, he and his friend John B. Young opened their first store in 1837. So he ran this store for about 10 years. So he pretty much had experience of running he was pretty much running a store from 15 to 25, 10 years running a store. I'm guessing it was just cotton goods. And then he was like, let me go to New York and let me start my own thing. Willingness to take risk and seek new opportunity. Took $1,000 loan and started their store with John B. Young. Hmm. His upbringing in a family of entrepreneurs combined with his practical experience fostered the skills. Interesting. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm interested first about Charles. I'm also curious like how he met his friend John B. Young. Charles Lewis Tiffany Courts. Let's start with some of his thoughts. Left behind several notable quotes that reflect its philosophy on business design and life. Here are some of the most significant quotes on design and beauty. Beautiful design makes a beautiful life. Hmm. Tiffany's belief in the transformative power of aesthetics and quality craftsmanship. It suggests that surrounding oneself with beautiful objects can enhance one's overall quality of life. I believe in that. It's just expensive. God has given our talents. God has given our talents not to copy the talents of others, but rather to use our brains and imagination in order to obtain the revelation of true beauty. God has given our talents not to copy the talents of others, but rather to use our brains and imagination in order obtain the revelation of true beauty. Emphasizes Tiffany's commitment to originality and innovation and encourages using one's unique talents and imagination to create something truly beautiful and original rather than simply imitating others. So don't use your talents to copy, but to make something, imagine something truly beautiful. Honorary and excellence was known for his unwavering commitment to quality. This is reflected in the company's enduring reputation for excellence and the meticulous standards he set for his products. Introduced several innovative business practices, including fixed prices and refusing to extend credit to customers. While non direct quotes, these policies speak to his business philosophy. Interesting. Are these quotes from Tiffany that we want? Hmm. Lewis Comfort Tiffany. I've always striven to fix beauty in wood, stone, glass, or pottery, in oil or watercolor, by using whatever seemed fittest for the expression of beauty. That has been my creed. Witty and charming and beautiful. That's pure Tiffany and Co. Hmm. Let's see. Who has been the CEO of Tiffany from 1837 up until now? Okay, let's see. We'll find some very interesting personalities over here. Someone who was 0 to 1, someone who actually helped at scale, someone who was good at deal making, someone who was good at craftsmanship. Let's see. So we are in total, we're looking at 10 people. It would be really cool to check out quotes from each of these people. Okay, let's see. Charles Lewis Tiffany, founder and first leader of the company, ran the business from its founding, until his death in 1902. That was a long time, over 60 years. Really cool. Really cool. From 1840s to 1900. That is 60 years. Wow. And then Lewis Comfort Tiffany, son of Charles Lewis Tiffany, took over after his father's death. So he ran for 30 years. Various family members and executives. Okay. So after the son, now we enter into the weird managerial class now. So from 1933 to 55. So it's we're talking 20 years. Specific names not provided in the search results. Then 55 to 80 gain control of Tiffany. I'm guessing now it's very cool. It's first the dad, that is the son, and after the son, it's the managerial class. After the managerial class starts messing things up, then someone from outside is like, let me come back and revive the core soul of this brand. So I'm guessing that is Walter Hobing from 55 to 80s, gained control of Tiffany in 1955, remained chairman and CEO until the end of 1980. So now we're talking 25 years. Yeah, now we're talking 25 years. Walter Hobing, then William R. Cheney from 84 to 99. So again, this is 15 years, led an investor group that bought Tiffany from Avon Products. Okay. So again, somebody came in after Walter might be bored of Tiffany. He came in and he bought it. Then Michael, okay, so now Michael is running in the 21st century. So the new era with technology, internet. So Michael J. Kowalski from 1999 to 2015, again 15 years. It's pretty good. Like these are, I'm guessing this various family members and executives was a tumultuous period, but then it was a good span of 25 years, then 15 years, then again 15 years. CEO from February 1999 until March 31, 2015, remained as non-executive chairman after stepping down as CEO. Then Frederick Cuminal. Now we are entering the new phase, and maybe this is during LVMH acquisition, and now we are maybe looking at very quick turnarounds. Frederick Cuminal for just 22 months. Oh, then Michael J. Kowalski comes back again after 15 years, returned as interim CEO after Cuminal's departure. Okay. Why did Cuminal leave? Interesting. And then Alessandro comes in from 2017 to 2021. That's like 5 years. Appointed in July, led the company until its acquisition by LVMH. And then there's Anthony Ladru, 2021 to present, current CEO appointed after LVMH acquisition. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so I'm actually curious. What happened with Frederick Cuminal? He was from 2015 to 2017, and did he mess something up? Was that the problem, or was there some other issue? Had a negative impact on Tiffany during his brief tenure. Okay, short tenure. He served only for 22 months before being ousted in February 2017. Poor financial performance. Company experienced weak sales results under his leadership. Shares fell 9% during his time as CEO. Reported disappointing holiday season results. Slow implementation. Slow pace of implementing strategies to address Tiffany's vulnerable areas such as silver jewelry priced under $500 and fashion jewelry. Lack of innovation. New design accounted for less than 10% of jewelry sales in 2016, many collections going back decades. Companies struggled with online sales, which only accounted for about 6% of revenue. Management issues. There were reported issues with his leadership style, which seemed to cause friction with the company. He was fired suddenly in 2017, with the company citing weak sales results as a reason. He was replaced on an interim basis by Michael Kowalski, the company's longtime former CEO. Okay, interesting. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And I want to know more about Michael Kowalski. Okay, let's see. Is that the right spelling? Kowalski. Okay. Significant and largely positive impact on Tiffany during his long tenure, long term leadership, served for 16 years. This provided stability and consistent direction for the company. Okay. We have picture of Eric Schmidt over here for some reason. But this is Michael Kowalski. Tiffany experienced substantial growth and expansion, while specific financial figures aren't provided, suggest overall success. Environmental initiatives, strong advocate for environmental causes within the company. 2002, he led the decision for Tiffany to stop selling coral. Okay, what is coral? He was active in protesting a proposed gold and copper mine. He was active in protesting a proposed gold and copper mine in Bristol Bay, Alaska. Okay. He expressed plans to become an environmental activist, maintain Tiffany's reputation as a luxury brand while also expanding its reach and product lines. After stepping down, Kowalski remained as non executive chairman, later returned as interim CEO in 2017 when his successor, Frederick, was ousted only after 22 months due to weak sales results. Kowalski played a key role in managing leadership transition, oversaw the appointment of Kiminal as successor. He led the search for a new CEO, ultimately appointing Alessandro in 2017. And let's go back. How long did it take to appoint Alessandro? So he was just there for 2017. Okay. So he took over for, let's say, a couple of months before he got Alessandro in. Okay. And company values emphasize the importance of maintaining Tiffany's long-standing values and team-oriented approach, as evidenced by his treatment when appointing Alessandro. Hmm. Let's see if we can find his quotes. But I'm also really just interested in the first guy, Charles Lewis Tiffany, because he ran the company for 60 years and he pretty much set up whatever brand we see today. There are no direct quotes. Okay. On company values and leadership, when introducing Alessandro as the new CEO, emphasized the importance of vision and team-oriented approach. I also believe that his vision and team-oriented approach make him ideal fit with Tiffany's long-standing values. On company performance, expressed disappointment with the recent financial results, stating the board is committed to our current core business strategies, but has been disappointed by recent financial results. Significance of Tiffany's brand and its current position. Tiffany is an iconic brand and is at an important time in its history. Concerned about the slow place of independent strategies to address Tiffany's vulnerable areas, particularly in silver, jewelry priced under $500, and fashion jewelry. Let's quickly see why he stopped selling. Hmm. Why did he stop selling coral? And this seems like I don't know much about coral. Is this natural? It's pretty much natural, but okay, let's see. Were they actually putting coral as like pendants in the necklaces, gold necklaces, and selling them? I don't know. Made the significant decision to ban the sale of coral jewelry in Tiffany stores was part of broader initiative to make Tiffany more environmentally responsible and sustainable. Recognized the ecological importance of coral reefs and the damage caused by harvesting coral for jewelry. Move positioned Tiffany as a leader in environmental responsibility within the jewelry industry. Over time, this stance was embraced by more of Tiffany's jewelry industry peers, viewed coral as a crucial part of underwater ecosystems, helping to filter oceans and provide shelter for marine life. Testified before the House Subcommittee on Fisheries, Wildlife, and Oceans, stating, to destroy our coral resources for something as insignificant as coral jewelry defies both scientific and economic logic and simple common sense. Some things are indeed too precious to wear. Ooh, some things are indeed too precious to wear. Something as insignificant as coral jewelry defies both scientific and economic logic. He noted that most retail jewelers and consumers were unaware of the global destruction of coral and their role in it. Emphasized that coral was insignificant for the jewelry industry as a whole, unlike other materials that could be produced responsibly. Very interesting. Tell me more about the evolution of Tiffany from 1837 to 1902 under Charles Lewis Tiffany. Let's see what we can. Then we can dive deeper. And John B. Young. Ooh, okay. So there are some interesting milestones over here. Open a stationery and fancy goods store in New York City. Let's see some images. I'm guessing it's the same images. Okay. Initial sales were modest with only 498 on the first day, but still, hey, $1,000 loan and 498 on the first day. That's a good start. Early expansion, 1841 to 53. Okay. From 41 to 53. In 41, J.L. Ellis joined as a partner. The company became Tiffany Young and Ellis. They expanded the product range to include glassware, porcelain, cutlery, clocks, and jewelry. 48, they began manufacturing their own jewelry. Tiffany opened branches in Paris and London. 50 and 68. Wow. So it's a very slow growth because from 37 to 68, that's like almost 30 years. So they were growing very slow, but they were going step by step, I guess. Charles Tiffany bought out his partners and renamed the company Tiffany and Co. Okay. Tiffany, Young, and Ellis. And if Young was his friend and Ellis was a business partner, really curious. What was the reason over here? The focus shifted more towards jewelry and silverware. I'm guessing that it was differences in how they saw the company. I'm guessing these founders wanted to do everything, but Charles Tiffany was like, no, I just want to focus on jewelry and silverware. Innovations and milestones. In 51, Tiffany introduced the English standard of sterling silver, establishing the term sterling in the US. Interesting. Sterling silver means 92.5% pure, establishing the term sterling in the US. 45, Tiffany published the first mail order catalog in the US known as the Blue Book. Hmm. Civil War. Tiffany pivoted to producing swords, metals, and other war materials. Oh, wow. During the Civil War, Tiffany pivoted to producing swords, metals, and other war materials. This is very interesting because over the years you've seen like I think some of the car manufacturing companies in in Europe during the war, World War One, World War Two, this they had to totally pivot, like give away their factories for the governments to produce stuff, or shut down their factories, or maybe pivot just for a couple of years. Prestigious acquisitions. 77, Tiffany acquired a large yellow diamond, later known as the Tiffany diamond, for $18,000. 87, Tiffany bought and sold some of the French crown jewels, solidifying its reputation as a premier jeweler. 1887, Tiffany bought and sold some of the French crown jewels, solidifying its reputation as a premium jeweler. Awards and recognition. 67, Tiffany and Co. won the Award of Merit at the Paris Exposition Universelle, the first of for any American company. Was made a Chevalier of the Legion of Honor in 78. By the end of Charles Tiffany's life, the company was capitalized at over $2 million and was recognized as North America's premier jewelry company. Wow, $2 million in 1900s. That's a really, really good business for that time. He established the Tiffany setting for engagement rings, which became the company's signature. He created the first retail catalog and introduced innovative business practices like fixed prices and refusing to extend credit. It's so interesting that fixed prices is like an innovation. You just had to say like, "Hey, we don't do bartering over here. We don't negotiate prices." Transformed the company from a small fancy goods store into internationally renowned luxury jewelry brand, setting standards for quality and innovation in the industry. Hmm. Okay, first let's see what was the reason for buying out his partners. I'm guessing it was the differences in vision. Charles Lewis Tiffany made a significant move that would shape the future of company. Buyout. Bought out his partners John B. Young and G.L. Ellis, renamed to Tiffany and Co. Shift in focus. Let's see if we got some images. Ooh, wow, beautiful. This looks beautiful. Okay. This change marked a pivotal shift in the company's emphasis toward jewelry and silverware, moving away from its origins as a fancy goods store. By taking sole control, he was able to steer the company according to his vision. Rebranding reinforced Tiffany's commitment to high quality jewelry and luxury items. After the buyout, they increased its focus on manufacturing gold jewelry, aided by the California gold rush of 1850. Interesting. And this happened in what year? 1853. Okay. So it took like years, 47, 53. So like 15 years. After 15 years of building his company, 15 years, 15 years is a long, long time. After 15 years, he finally did the buyout, increased its focus on manufacturing gold jewelry, aided by the California gold rush of 1850, introduction of sterling silver. In 1852, just before the buyout, he introduced the English standard of sterling silver to the United States, establishing the term sterling in the country. Contracted John C. Moore, a silversmith, to produce silverware exclusively for the company, further solidifying its reputation for quality. Had already opened a store in Paris, indicating the company's growing international ambitions. Move was part of Charles Tiffany's largest strategy to position the company as a premier luxury jewelry brand. Hmm. This is interesting. We might have heard of this, but let's start with this. Become the imperial jeweler to the crowned heads of Europe. Rise to becoming the imperial jeweler to the crown heads of Europe was a result of several key factors and achievements. International recognition, 67 Paris Exposition, they became the first American firm to win an award for silverware excellence. Let's see some images over here. This seems like some royal stuff right here. We're looking at Diamonds de la Couronne. Okay, okay. Interesting. I'm guessing she's wearing Tiffany's. This is Kate Middleton, I believe. Expansion to Europe. Tiffany opened the stores in Paris and London, establishing a strong presence in Europe. Acquisition of crown jewels, 87. Charles Louis Tiffany acquired some of the French crown jewels at auction. This bold move earned him the nickname the King of Diamonds. Hmm. French crown jewels from the press and significantly elevated the company's prestige. Awards. 78 Paris Fair. Company received top awards for silver and jewelry, and Charles Tiffany was awarded the Cross of Chevalier of the Legion of Honor. Company's commitment to excellence in design and craftsmanship, along with innovations like the introduction of colored gemstones in fine jewelry, set them apart from the competitors. Hmm. In 1900, was appointed as the imperial jeweler and royal jeweler to the crowned heads of Europe, Russia, and the Ottoman Empire. Reputation for finest gemstones. Acquisition for exceptional gems like the 287.42 carat Tiffany yellow diamond in 1877 further solidified their reputation. Very interesting. Let's see if we can find more about the yellow diamond. I'm guessing this is the Tiffany yellow diamond, one of the most famous and significant diamonds in the world. Discovered in 77 in Kimberley diamond mines of South Africa, purchased by Charles Louis Tiffany in 78 for $18,000. Oh shit. Whoa, this is Gal Gadot. She's and this is Lady Gaga. Oh wow. The yellow diamond. And then they build some stuff around it. And more stuff around it. Wow. Okay. This must be really expensive today. Equivalent to about 30 million today. And I'm guessing it's even more than 30 million today. Wow. Imagine wearing $30 million around your neck. That's crazy. Originally weighed 287.42 carats in the rough, cut under the supervision of gemologist Dr. George Frederick Kunz, cut into a cushion shaped brilliant of 128.54 carat. Features an unprecedented 82 facets compared to the usual 58 to 64 to maximize brilliance. To maximize brilliance. Hmm. Which is the shine. Wow. The cut is sometimes referred to as stellar, brilliant cut. One of the largest yellow diamonds ever discovered, has never been sold, remaining with Tiffany since its acquisition, symbolizes Tiffany's commitment to exceptional gemstones and craftsmanship. Permanently on display at Tiffany's flagship store in New York City, has been set in at least five different designs over the years. This is actually beautiful. And people holding this in hands is crazy. I'm guessing when these people were wearing it, they had maximum security around them. Only worn by four women in its history: Mary Whitehouse, 57, Audrey Hepburn, 61, Lady Gaga, 2019, and Beyonce, 2021. Wow, how did they forget? How did they forget about Gal Gadot? Yeah, sometimes perplexity might not be the right, most correct. Cultural impact featured in films and popular culture, including replica in the Death on the Nile. Death on the Nile represents Tiffany's status as a pre. Okay, what is this movie? Is this where Gal? Where is it? Yes. Okay, so that makes sense. Including a replica in the. Okay, so this is a replica. This is not the original one. This is the original one. Can we see the difference? This looks just looks more shiny. It's a mystery film directed by Kenneth, based on Agatha's 1937 novel of the same name. Murder on the Orient Express. The film features an all-star cast, mixed reviews. Tiffany Diamond featured prominently. The film worn by Gal Gadot's character was actually a replica. The real diamond has only been worn by four women in history. And the latest was Beyonce. Beyonce for Tiffany campaign. A sequel titled The Haunting in Venice was released on September 15, 2023. Very interesting. Okay. So Yellow Diamond was very interesting. And now we go back to some of the interesting things, like let's see the Civil War and Tiffany making. The thing that comes to my mind is gold and silver shining swords coming out of Tiffany factories. Let's see. During the American Civil War 61 to 65, they adapted its business to support the Union war effort. Tiffany manufactured swords, specifically the model 1840 cavalry saber. Oh wow. They make it look so fancy. Okay, this photo is nice. Tiffany and Co. New York. Wow. Manufactured swords specifically for model 1840 cavalry saber. Company produced flags for Union regiments. They also manufactured surgical implements for military use. Charles Tiffany allowed his store to serve as a depot for military supplies, helping with distribution efforts. Presentation swords. Design and created jewel encrusted presentation swords for notable Union generals, including Ulysses Grant and William Sherman. The company produced various patriotic items to boost morale and show support for the Union cause, manufactured medals for military personnel, recognizing the service and valor. Pivot demonstrated Tiffany's ability to adapt its manufacturing capabilities to meet wartime needs, helped the company maintain business during a challenging economic period. Hmm, that makes sense. During war, people might not be buying a lot of jewelry, so why not work with the government? Tiffany's contribution during the war likely enhanced its reputation connections with high-ranking military and government officials. That makes sense. These officials, they have money, and their wives need some diamonds. The wartime products are now considered valuable historical artifacts, with some preserved in museums and private collections. Hmm, interesting. Let's see. So we were looking at this one. Yeah, this one. And he bought out his partners. The Sterling thing is okay. Pivoted to producing good. Bought the yellow diamond. Won the award. Tiffany setting. Let's check out the Tiffany setting because this is something that still exists for engagement rings. Established in 86. 86. So again, like 40 years after starting. These are some beautiful rings. Design innovation. Setting features six prongs that lift the diamond above the band. Hmm. Six prongs that lift the diamond above the band. Design allows more light to enter the diamond from all angles, maximizing its brilliance and fire. Before, 86 diamond rings were typically bezel set, which limited light entry and visibility of the stone. Setting revolutionized engagement ring design by prioritizing the diamond's visibility and sparkle. Quickly became popular and remains one of the most sought after engagement ring styles worldwide. Setting is still Tiffany's bestseller in engagement rings. Design forever changed engagement ring aesthetics and became a standard in the jewelry industry. Have since created similar designs, though Tiffany's remains the original. Setting requires precise craftsmanship to securely hold the diamond while maintaining a delicate appearance. It has to look delicate, but it has to look delicate. It looks very delicate. Emphasizes the quality of both the setting and the diamond used. Became synonymous with engagement rings, significantly boosting their brand recognition. They're often simply referred as Tiffany ring, even when not made by the company. Tiffany ring. This is also really important. If a company has already done all the hard work of building a brand where some of the core products are known by a brand name, that's really powerful. Design has been featured in numerous films, books, and other media, cementing its place in popular culture, often associated with romance and luxury in Western culture. Tiffany has created variations with different diamond shapes and metal types. Okay, interesting. How was Charles Lewis Tiffany's? Let's see. Let's see. Across 60 years, transformed Tiffany from a small fancy goods store into an internationally renowned luxury jewelry brand. Shift in focus, especially after 53, renamed and took sole control, introduced the English standard of sterling silver to the US in 52, and I'm guessing we have the same pictures over here. Established Tiffany as a leader in diamond jewelry, earning the nickname King of Diamonds. 1840s, opened stores, gained global recognition. At the 67 Paris World's Fair, Tiffany pivoted to producing military supplies like swords and surgical instruments, adapted to changing market conditions, purchasing diamonds from French aristocrats, fleeing political turmoil. Okay, this is interesting. Introduced innovative marketing strategies like selling sections of the first transatlantic cable as souvenirs in 1858. Okay. Published the first mail order catalog in US known as the Blue Book. Product diversification expanded from jewelry to include silverware, timepieces, and other luxury goods. Introduced colored gemstones and fine jewelry, collaborating with gemologist George Frederickens. Created the iconic Tiffany blue color for packaging. Developed the company's reputation for high quality and luxury. By the end of his life, company was capitalized at over 2 million and recognized as North America's premier jewelry company. Appointed, appointed his son, Louis Comfort Tiffany, as the company's first official design director in 1902, ensuring continuity of vision. Okay, interesting. Let's look into this. Purchasing diamonds from French aristocrats fleeing political turmoil. What is this about? I like this ring. Interesting. Made a strategic move that significantly elevated the status in the jewelry world by purchasing diamonds from French aristocrats. The fall of King Louis Philippe's regime in France in 48 led to political turmoil and economic uncertainty. Many French aristocrats were fleeing the country and needed to liquidate their assets quickly. He recognized this as a golden buying opportunity. He took a significant risk by investing a large portion of his fledgling company's profits in these diamonds. Purchase marked the first appearance of major gemstones in the United States, significantly elevated Tiffany's inventory and prestige in the jewelry market. Press took note of this bold move and crowned him as the King of Diamonds. Title helped cement Tiffany's reputation as a premier jeweler. Are these the diamonds you're talking about? 1887, this is 87. And I think the fall happened in 48. Okay. His keen business acumen and willingness to take calculated risk, ability to capitalize on global political events for business advantage, acquisition set the stage for one of the leading jewelers. Companies focus on acquiring rare and high quality gemstones, purchase brought European aristocratic jewels to the American market, appealing to the taste of wealthy Americans, help bridge the gap between European and American luxury markets. How much did he spend to acquire the diamonds of French aristocrats? Let's see. Why do they keep showing this photo? This looks beautiful. This occurred in 1840s during a period of political turmoil in France following the fall of King Louis Philippe's regime in 48. Recognized as a significant opportunity, took a risk, cash of splendid diamonds from French aristocrats who were eager to exchange the diamonds for cash as they fled the political unrest. Move was considered risky, invested the profits of his fledgling enterprise into these diamonds, elevated the prestige, King of Diamonds. Okay, we don't have much information over here. Let's go back. Let's see what we can get about the Blue Book. The Blue Book seems interesting. Oh, wow. Are Are we looking at the right thing? Tiffany, Young, and Ellis. And I also want to know about the Tiffany blue color. Let's see. 1845, significant milestone in both companies' history in American retail. Blue Book is considered the first mail order catalog in the United States, featured exquisite pieces of handcrafted jewelry for sale, focused more on stationery and fancy goods rather than jewelry, reflecting Tiffany's early business model, was extremely popular among wealthy customers. Blue Book is still published today, making it the longest running catalog in the United States. Shifted focus towards jewelry, the catalog's content likely evolved to reflect this change, helped establish Tiffany's as a luxury brand and set a precedent for other retailers, reach customers beyond their physical store location, expanding their market reach. Published during a period of significant growth in mail order businesses preceding other famous catalogs like Montgomery, Ward, and Sears. The name Blue Book suggests a distinctive appearance that likely contributed to brand recognition. Success of Tiffany's Blue Book likely influenced other retailers to adopt similar strategies. Did they say that it still exists today? Let's see. Okay, okay. Mm. The Blue Book is still released annually, showcasing Tiffany's most exquisite and rare jewelry pieces. Primarily features high jewelry collections organized around specific themes. 2024, Tiffany Celeste, inspired by celestial motifs. 23, Out of the Blue, nice. Current Blue Book collection are designed under the direction of Natalie Verdiel, Tiffany's chief artistic officer for jewelry and high jewelry. Okay. Modern Blue Book collections often draw inspiration from Tiffany's design heritage, particularly the work of Jean Jean Schlumberger, while reinterpreting classic motifs in contemporary ways. Feature one of a kind pieces and extremely limited editions, emphasizing expertise in rare gemstones and innovative designs. Conceived as a mail order catalog, now serves more as a showcase of craftsmanship and design prowess used to attract high end clients. Is now prominently featured on Tiffany's website and digital platforms. The Blue Book remains a significant event in the luxury jewelry world, often garnering attention from media and collectors. Connects its contemporary offerings with its rich history, reinforcing its status as a premier luxury jeweler. Hmm. We're looking at the Tiffany blue color. It's actually really soothing color. Robin's egg blue color was first used by Tiffany in 45 on the cover of the company's blue book. While the exact reason for choosing this color is unknown, many theorize it was inspired by the popularity of turquoise gemstones in 19th century jewelry. Brooches were a favorite gift for wedding attendants at the time. Closely resembles the egg of the American robin, which is why it's often referred to as robin's egg blue. After its use in the Blue Book, the color was gradually applied to Tiffany's packaging and advertising materials. 98 successfully trademarked the color, giving them a degree of ownership over it. Pantone standardization. 2001 standardized the color as a proprietary custom color called 37 Blue, 1837 Blue, named after the year Tiffany and Company was founded. Very interesting. Hmm. The exact formula for Tiffany Blue is closely guarded secret known only to the Tiffany and Co. marketing department select partners. Color became strongly associated with luxury, sophistication, and the Tiffany brand became one of the most recognizable brand colors in the world. Hmm. What does the exact formula mean? Anybody, I think anybody can replicate the color, right? This doesn't make sense. Patak Philippe. Patak. Patak Philippe. This does look beautiful. This does look beautiful. This does look very, very beautiful. Patak Philippe. Officially registered as a color trademark in 98, which gave Tiffany a degree of ownership over its use, with its brand prevents other companies from using it in ways that could confuse consumers. Okay. As a proprietary custom color, light medium robin's egg. Is this robin's egg? Classic turquoise. Slightly darker than turquoise, it is characterized by its vibrant and fresh appearance, which has become synonymous with luxury and elegance. Production secrecy. The specific formula, not publicly disclosed, making it difficult for other companies to replicate the exact who. This secrecy adds to the exclusivity of the brand. Despite attempts by other brands to use similar shades, consumers often associate this particular color with Tiffany and Co., illustrating its strength, illustrating the strength of its branding. Since beyond packaging, it has been incorporated into various marketing campaigns and collaborations, reinforcing its status as a symbol of luxury. First used in Blue Book, quoted that Charles Tiffany historically refused to sell them. Iconic blue boxes have become so coveted that Charles Tiffany historically refused to sell them empty, insisting they were reserved for customers who purchased jewelry. Wow. Wow. Hmm. How was the leadership of Louis Comfort Tiffany? Appointed as artistic director of Tiffany upon the death of his father. Also, let's quickly put on the charging. Okay, charging on. Death of his father in 1902 created the Tiffany art jewelry department. Interesting. Let's see some photos over here. He created the Tiffany art jewelry department, design, manufacture innovative jewelry and animals. Whole floor of the New York store was dedicated to Louis Tiffany design items. Prior artistic achievements. Before joining Tiffany, Louis had already made a name for himself in the glassmaking and interior design. Okay, so he was actually good. And this definitely seems like very inspired from very artistic, like some glass painting stuff going on over here. Glassmaking and interior design, he was recognized as a leading American designer working in the Art Nouveau style. His work included stained glass, Tiffany Favril glass, and handcrafted jewelry. Had experience in interior design, including work on Mark Twain's house and the White House staterooms. He founded his own glassmaking company in 85, focusing on lamps and stained glass windows. His leadership shaped his legacy as a distinguished American artist. He brought his vision and innovative designs to Tiffany and Co., influencing the company's artistic direction. Continued to garner accolades and commissions throughout the 20th century. Served both as vice president and artistic director of Tiffany and Co. after his father's death. They emphasize his artistic contributions, and the continuation of success in a direction appears to have been characterized by a strong emphasis on innovation and design building upon the foundation. Hmm. Interesting. Artistic focus versus business focus. Lewis was primarily an artist and designer focusing on artistic innovation and creativity, was more business oriented, building Tiffany and Co. into a successful luxury goods company. Specialized in glassmaking, interior design, art nouveau style creations, jewelry, silverware, and overall luxury merchandising. Appointed as artistic director, founder and longtime leader of the company overseeing its growth and expansion. Innovated primarily in artistic techniques, glasswork, and art nouveau designs, fixed pricing, and creating the Blue Book catalog. Yeah, very much focused on business and very much focused on art. Ran his own glassmaking company before joining Tiffany Co. full time, built Tiffany from ground up as his primary business focus. Tiffany art jewelry department to create innovative jewelry and animals, broader range of products, and focusing on building the overall Tiffany brand. Recognized primarily for his artistic achievements, King of Diamonds. Left a legacy as a distinguished American artist and leader in the Art Nouveau movement, founder of American Institution known for American quality. Really cool, really cool. So they both were doing good. This was interesting. Mark Twain's house and White House staterooms. We can definitely go deeper into that sometime later, but I am curious to hear about some of his quotes. Let's see. Lewis, Comfort, Tiffany quotes. God has given us a talent not to copy. Oh, wait, we already read that before. Color is to the eye what music is to the ear. Color is to the eye what music is to the ear. Interesting. I've always striven to fix beauty in the poet. Okay, we read that. It is my dearest wish to help young artists of our country and to assist them in establishing themselves in the art world. Interesting. When I first had a chance to travel in the East and to paint where the people and the building are clad in beautiful hues, the preeminence of color in the world was brought forcibly to my attention. So he's very much into color. These quotes reflects his artistic philosophy, emphasizing the importance of originality and using one's own talents, dedication to capturing beauty in various mediums, significance of color in his work. His travels influence his artistic perspective, particularly regarding color. Hmm. What inspired him to create his famous stained glass works? Nature, color, and light. Primarily based on his conviction that nature should be the primary source of design inspiration, he was intoxicated by color and sought to translate the lush palette found in flowers and plants into glass. Oh wow. He is really into color. This is cool. This is really cool. Like Baroque painters such as Rubin and Lorraine, Tiffany was most inspired by color and light. His travels to the East, where he saw vibrant colors in clothing and architecture, strongly influenced his artistic vision. Wanted to mimic and even transcend the skills of medieval stained glass producers, he aimed to create glass with more interesting colors and textures than the cold and formal techniques being used at the time. Influenced by various artistic movements of his time, including the arts and crafts movement, aesthetic movement, and Art Nouveau. Innovate in glassmaking techniques. He developed new methods like the copper foil technique, which allowed for greater detailed in stained glass work than ever before. Particularly to North Africa, Spain, and Paris, greatly influences artistic taste and exposed him to various cultures and atmospheres. Primary motivation: I'm always driven to fix beauty in wood, stone, glass, or pottery in oil or watercolor by using whatever seemed fittest for the expression of beauty. That has been my creed. Interesting. Very interesting. What was Art Nouveau? I'm guessing it's like a certain rebirth of art, similar to what Renaissance rebirth. But let's see. Et printemps, autumn, hiver. That's seasons. Summer, autumn. I'm guessing this is winter. This is fall, right? No. What is printemps? Printemps. Printemps. Paris. Interesting. Characterized by international art movement that emerged in the late 19th century and remained popular until around 1910. Long, sinuous, organic lines and asymmetrical forms. Interesting. Natural forms like plants, flowers, and insect wings emphasize decorative and ornamental design. Just 20 years. Encompassed architecture, interior design, graphic arts, furniture, glass art, textile ceramics, jewelry, and metalwork. Aim to break down the traditional distinction between the fine arts and applied arts. Europe, but spread to United States, known for different names in different countries. Jugendstil in Germany, Modernismo in Spain, Sezession still in Austria. Reacted against 19th century historicism and academic art, influenced by the art and crafts movement, Japanese prints, and symbolism. Create a new modern style free from historical imitation, unify art, architecture, and design, elevate the status of decorative arts. So Louis Comfort Tiffany was one of the notable artists. Gustav Klimt, Alphonse Mucha, Anthony Gaudi. Gaudi. Gaudi is known for some of the architecture in Spain, Barcelona. This is interesting. Charles Rene Mackintosh paved the way for modernist movements in art and design, experienced a revival of interest in the 1960s, recognized as an important predecessor to modernism. Wow. 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 What happened to Tiffany after Louis Comfort Tiffany left? I still don't know the reason why he left, but let's see. Limited information on what happened to Tiffany specifically after Lewis left. We can piece together some relevant information. Appointed design director 1902. Served in these roles while also continuing his own enterprises. Retired at the age 71 around 1919. He established Lewis Comfort Tiffany Foundation. His company, known as Tiffany Studios, was separate from Tiffany and Co. Okay. There's a lot of color. There's a lot of color. He went all in on color. 1920, Tiffany's glass production was reorganized under A. Douglas Nash as part of Louis C. Tiffany Furnaces Inc. Production shifted more commercial table and other wares. Decline of Art Nouveau. Later years were marked by an uneasiness towards contemporary art movements like modernism, suggests that Art Nouveau style, which Tiffany was known for, was declining popularity. Company continued to operate, remained a separate entity from Louis Comfort Tiffany's personal artistic ventures. He died in 1933. Artistic legacy, particularly in glasswork, continued to influence decorative arts. Interesting. Let's see this. He brought his distinctive style and innovation designs, influencing company's artistic direction, created Tiffany Art Jewelry Department, whole floor New York stores dedicated to Louis Tiffany design items, showcasing his work prominently, continued to pursue his own artistic enterprises, new techniques in jewelry design, blending organic forms with vibrant colors, pioneering work with iridescent glass, opals, and enamel became hallmark of his style. During the Art Nouveau period, particularly in creating unique jewelry that shimmered with light and color, successfully combined his artistic vision with the commercial aspects of the family business, bringing a fresh perspective to luxury jewelry design. Certified as a legacy, distinguished American artist and designer. Interesting. Okay, okay. And who was leading? Let's see what happened over here now. He died in 1933. Financial struggles. Company faced significant financial difficulties during this period, 1930s. Tiffany's lost about $1 million a year throughout the decade. By 1940, 3.6 million had to be taken from the reserve just to stay in business. 49. Earnings were only $19,000. Wow. At the start of 1900, 1902, when Charles Louis Tiffany left, it was valued at around $2 million. And now, 49. Earnings were only $19,000. 52. Net profits were mere $14,000. 53. Net profits were $24,000. It's really cool they have data from that time. Conservative management and outdated styles were blamed by restive shareholders for the company's poor performance during this period. 1955, Walter Howing took over the firm, sparking a turnaround in its fortunes. Before Howing's turnover, there was a shareholder named Harry Maidman who had acquired at least 30% of the stock but was denied a seat on the board of directors. Between Lu and are not mentioned the prior search results. Hmm. Let's see now. Walter Howing. What did he do? Clearing out old inventory, conducted the first bargain sale in Tiffany's history to clear merchandise he considered gaudy or vulgar. Hmm. Let's see. Walter Howing. Now we're entering the new era. It says Walter Howing. Tiffany for 25 years, dies in 91. Oh no. Is that Tiffany office? That seems like Tiffany office. And this seems like silverware. Before the New York Society of Security Analysts. Very interesting. He discontinued items he felt were not worthy of Tiffany's reputation, including diamond rings for men, leather goods, antiques, silver plate, brass, and pewter items. Hoving brought in several renowned designers to create new high quality products. Jean Schlumberger for fine jewelry design, Van Day through as a design director who revived vermeil and old patterns of silver flatware, Jean Moore to create striking window displays, expanding the jewelry workshop. Under Henry Platt, the staff increased from 8 to 60 people, commissioning new designs. Hoving had new China patterns created and enlisted designers like Elsa Peretti, Angela Cummings, Paloma Picasso to create exclusive jewelry for Tiffany's. Hoving emphasized creating a new standard of quality for Tiffany's products, focusing on aesthetics and innovative designs. He refused to sell certain items he considered beneath Tiffany's standards and maintained policies like not allowing charge accounts for impolite customers. Hmm. Not allowing charge accounts for impolite customers. Sales grew from around 7 million a year in 1955 to 100 million by 1980. This is it. 7 million in 1955 to 100 million in 1980. But let's look at this. What is this? Historically maintained high standards in various aspects of its business, including customer service. This is evident from their long-standing commitment to quality and premium brand positioning. Emphasizes customer service. Tiffany at your service section. There is no question too small or request too big for Tiffany client advisors. Plausible that a luxury brand like Tiffany might have had selective policies about who could open charge accounts, though this is not confirmed in the provided information. Business conduct policy that emphasizes fair dealing with clients and prohibits discrimination based on various factors. Commitment to professional ethical treatment of customers. Do have structured rules for customer interactions. These are all the Tiffany boxes. Diamond certificate. Tiffany and Co. Interesting. Let's see. Chairman for 45 to 80. A1 Products acquisition 78. Sold to A1 Products for about 104 million in stock. Remained chairman and chief executive officer until the end of 80 when he retired. Henry V. Platt took over as the chairman after Hoving's resignation. Platt was fired 5 months later on the grounds of incompetency. Oh no. Several Tiffany senior leaders were replaced with executives from other sectors of LVMH. Alexander Arnold, the son of LVMH CEO Bernard Arnold, was given the role of executive vice president. But if we go back to the CEO question we asked, right here. Okay. So after Walter Hobing, we had William R. Cheney, and then comes Michael Kowalski. Okay, let's see. Takeover from Avon. 84 Cheney led an investor group that purchased from Avon Products for 135.5 million in cash. This came after Avon ownership has had led to declining quality and profitability at Tiffany. Okay, so again, Avon acquired it in 78 for 100 million. For what was the price? 104. 104 they acquired. They also hit around 100 million in sales, I believe, which it mentioned earlier. Okay, but anyways, 84 purchased for 135. Cheney became a chairman of Tiffany in 84. He served as director from 1980 to 2008. Okay, so he was even there when Michael Kowalski was the CEO. Interesting. Turnaround strategy: implement threefold agenda to revitalize Tiffany, enhance product appeal, expand distribution, improve sales and marketing. Expanded Tiffany's product line to cater to a wider audience while maintaining the brand's luxury image. Strategy allowed Tiffany to serve both billionaires and young couples buying engagement rings. Quality focus emphasized maintaining rigorous quality control despite the expansion. Took Tiffany public, which he described as his biggest sale ever, over 100 million worth of shares. He assembled a talented team to execute his vision for the company. Fortunes improved significantly after the struggles during Avon ownership, laid the foundation for growth and success in the following decades. Hmm. I'm curious about this situation. Took over as chairman. Okay, let's see if the images first. National Rifle Association, 84. Whoa. Some very interesting images we have here. Okay. Henry B. Platt took over as chairman of Tiffany and Co. after Walter Hobing's resignation in 80. Extremely brief, lasting only 5 months. From his position as chairman, stated reason was incompetency. Great grandson. Oh, Henry B. Platt was the great grandson of Charles Lewis Tiffany. Before becoming chairman, Platt had been involved with the company in other capacities. He was photographed adjusting the Tiffany diamond for Audrey Hepburn's famous photo shoot. So this is Henry Platt. Hmm. Leadership change occurred during a tumultuous period from for Tiffany. The company had been acquired by Avon Products in 79. Walter Hobing had resigned as chairman and CEO at the end of 1980. The search. What were the reasons behind this? Let's see. So he was the great grandson and he was appointed in 1980. Before this, up until 1933, it was Charles Lewis's son, then a bunch of family from 33 to 55, then Walter Hobing came about. Interesting. Fired just 5 months after taking the position. A1 products that acquired and resigned. It's worth noting that he was the great grandson. Da, da, da. Okay, so no data. Is the family of Charles Louis Tiffany still involved in the company today? Let's see. Let's see. He must have a family. There's no direct information whether Louis Tiffany's family still had Tiffany and Co. today. Hmm. Historical company involvement. So we don't know if there's someone still there. Tiffany family was deeply involved in the company's early history and growth, corporate changes. Company has undergone significant changes in ownership and management over the years. 2021, LVMH acquired Tiffany. After the LVMH acquisition, several Tiffany senior leaders were replaced with executives from other sectors of LVMH. Alexander Arnold, the son of Derrida, was given the role of executive vice president Tiffany, publicly traded company which typically dilutes family control over time. Unlikely, companies now managed by professional executives rather than family members. Without more recent specific information about the Tiffany's family's current leadership of the company, we cannot make definitive statement. Very interesting. And what happened over here was A1 acquired, then A1 acquired in 78, then Walter Hoving. Seems like the next guy, William Cheney, he took it public. Okay. Then he took it public. 87, he took it public. And then straight to LVMH. Okay. So let's see. Tell me more. Seems like this is Alexander Arnold. And that seems like the CEO. Alessandro was replaced by Anthony Ledru. Ledru was previously EVP of Global Commercial Activities at Louis Vuitton and had formerly been SVP at Tiffany. Hmm. So he was working at Tiffany and then he was EVP at Louis Vuitton. Alexander Arnold became EVP of Product and Communications at Tiffany. He was previously CEO of LVMH owned luggage brand Remova. Interesting. Michael Burke, chairman and CEO of Louis Vuitton, was appointed as chairman of Tiffany's board of directors. Hmm. Chief artistic director Reed Krakoff left the company. Chief brand officer Daniela also departed. Chief financial officer and EVP Mark er- Ersig left as well. Agreed to remain with the company until 2021 to facilitate the transition. Announced immediately after LVMH completed its 15.8 billion acquisition. Experience in luxury retail and their ability to tap into LVMH's resources. Jewelry industry, particularly his previous stint at Tiffany, was seen as valuable. Tiffany was moved to the watches and jewelry division of LVMH under the oversight of Stefan Bianchi. Hmm. Very interesting. We can definitely keep digging deeper over here. We can keep digging deeper. Wow. So many things. So many things. I'm surprised that Michael Kowalski didn't have interesting things to say about Tiffany. But let's see Walter Homing quotes. I cried out and felt someone slap my face and yell, "What's your name?" Quality of profit, artistic freedom, mentorship. At Tiffany's, I met Walter Hobing and he looked at the little portfolio I had and said, "You want to work for us? Go ahead and try." It was like a threat. "You want to work for us? Go ahead and try." It was like a threat, but at the time, I didn't even know who he was. Hmm. Grew from 7 million a year to 100 million by demonstrating his business acumen. Tiffany's table manners for teenagers. Your career in business. Sharing knowledge and etiquette. Interesting. Hmm. Okay, this is the beautiful headquarters we're looking at. It does look beautiful. Flagship store. So is a Tiffany's flagship store known for its iconic polished granite exterior and renowned window displays. Current location has been Tiffany's flagship since 1940, marking a significant point in the company's history. Art Deco architecture and was designed to be the first completely air-conditioned building in New York City. Underwent extensive renovations beginning in 2019, which concluded in 2023, enhancing its luxury retail experience. Featured numerous films, including Breakfast at Tiffany's. Phone number. Oh, phone number is this. Okay. Tiffany's first fancy goods store in New York City. Let's see if we have pictures of the OG store. The store was initially called Tiffany and Young. Okay. Seems like it's right here. Tiffany and Young. Is that it? Wow. It's so cool to look at old New York pictures. So cool. Featured plainly marked price that was strictly adhered to, unlike other stores of the time. And this seems like near Tribeca region. Hmm. Very interesting. Very interesting. So we don't know if there are members from Tiffany family if they are still alive today. I think that's it for the stream today. We'll come back again. That's the stream.